Thank you so much for being with us. MSNBC's special Election Day coverage, led by Rachel Maddow, starts right now.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone.
The night is finally here. Look at our beautiful map.
The returns are beginning to come rather fast.
The electoral votes have been mounting up unbelievably quickly tonight.
64 years of election returns on television.
Oh, I think we could call it a wedding of political science and electronic science.
There has never been one quite like this.
I shouldn't have left. I mean, honestly.
Keep Kamala and carry on the line.
Tonight, all of the campaigning across all the battlegrounds comes to a close.
Kamala, you're fired. Get out.
And the trash's name is Kamala Harris.
Can we agree that is weird behavior there?
We are done with that. We're done.
And on this final day of voting, the people will decide the future of American democracy.
We will fight, and we will win.
Do we believe in the promise of America? Are we ready to fight for it?
Full election night coverage with Rachel Maddow, Nicole Wallace, Joy Reid, Chris Hayes, Lawrence O'Donnell, Ari Melber, Alex Wagner, Jen Psaki, Stephanie Rule, and Steve Kornacki at the big board.
What's going to happen? Everybody has confident prediction. We get to find out.
MSNBC's special coverage of Decision 2024 begins now.
We made it, you guys. We did it. We got here. This is it. This is the night. Settle in. The first polls have just closed in Kentucky and Indiana. We're going to have some results from those states soon. All the anticipation, all the excitement, all the anxiety, all the doom scrolling, all the manic refreshing of polling averages, all the work, all the contributions, all the volunteering, all of everything anybody could think of to try to achieve their chosen outcome tonight. It has all been leading to this hour. And we know you have every choice in the world for where to spend tonight, so we're really grateful that you're spending it with us, and we hope you'll be with us through the duration. I'm here with my beloved, very calm, very centered colleagues, Nicole Wallace, Chris Hayes, Joy Reid, Ari Melber. Like, Joy is disproving me right now that you're centered. You're already doing the lean.
Leaning.
We got snacks, we got water, we've got caffeine. We are ready if we have ever been ready for anything. We have Steve Kornacki standing by at the big board. We've got many, many more of our MSNBC and NBC News colleagues joining us throughout the night, both here in the studio and from voting locations and key political spots around the country. After both presidential candidates held multiple rallies yesterday, today has been a little bit quieter for them. We saw Donald Trump and his wife Melania voting in Palm Beach, Florida. Kamala Harris already voted by mail. She made an unannounced stop at a Democratic phone bank in Washington, D.C. The candidate called some voters herself. That must have been an exciting eventuality. I can't believe I'm answering my landline. Who is it? And a big night, it is, as the big night arrives, it's easy to feel like this is election night, like it always is election night. But this really has been a campaign like no other. This is the campaign that overlapped with 4 criminal indictments of one of the candidates and 34 felony convictions of that candidate, for which he is scheduled to be sentenced potentially to jail 3 weeks from today. This campaign included what may have been the most consequential presidential debate in American history, back to our founding, because that debate led to an unprecedented candidate swap barely 100 days before the election. Shockingly, there were 2 assassination attempts on one of the candidates. There was another blockbuster debate that went so badly for the Republican candidate that he backed out of doing any more. The campaign ended with one candidate drawing tens of thousands of people to the largest, most rip-roaring rallies she had over the course of her entire campaign, while the other candidate, who throughout his political career has been known for his raucous and huge crowds, at the end of his campaign, he was unable to fill arenas in his final week. It has been a strange and in many ways unprecedented campaign. But now today, American voters will decide whether Democratic Vice President Kamala Harris or Republican former President Donald Trump will be the next president of the United States. American voters will be voting on 34 U.S. Senate races tonight, 435 House races, 11 governor's races, nearly 150 ballot measures, 10 of them alone on the issue of abortion rights. This is the first national election since the overturning of Roe versus Wade. That remains a huge black box in the data. It remains seemingly an unpollable metric, driving a lot of the uncertainty as to what the vote count is going to show tonight. But we'll be here all night and beyond, bringing you the results as we have them. Let's start at Temple University, at a polling site in Philadelphia, with our beloved friend, NBC's Jacob Soboroff. Jacob, what have you been seeing? Who have you been talking to? What have they been telling you?
Rachel, it is a sight to behold here at Temple University. There are 1,703 different divisions in the city of Philadelphia, the county of Philadelphia. They're both the same election jurisdiction. There are 4 of them here. This line, I'm not going to go inside right now because things are very busy inside. They just added, as a matter of fact, 2 new polling machines to this location. Based on the reporting we've been doing here all day, the line at this location, the kids at the